This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Matt from Wisefish.
And Matt from Wisefish, what do you do on your channel?
I make classic reviews of old games and new games at the same time. And I also do some lore videos, history of videos, gameplay videos. I keep adding to it every video we make now. But and I do streams on Twitch as well. So I have a variety of content on my channel.
Soon to be starting the Wisefish podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, actually, that's what I was going to shout out. I did do that at one point, but yeah, gave up on it.
Oh no, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, I did. It was getting too much.
So today is normally Face-Off Friday, but Will's not here, so it's gonna be Friendly Friday. We're gonna have some fun with this.
Yeah.
So for Friendly Friday, we're just going to discuss this one topic. It's going to be, do modern first-person shooter games need a dedicated single-player campaign? Or can they get by with, what Black Ops 4 did, which was essentially a battle royale in lieu of a single-player campaign?
Yeah, what a game that was.
What do you think? What's your take on it? Do you prefer having a single player campaign? And I'm not gonna watch whoever that was because I just want to see gameplay.
I agree. Yeah.
No offense to the guy.
I think it all depends on what game it is. I think with something like Black Ops 4, when you're using the name like Black Ops, something that's been known for fantastic campaign in the first, fantastic one in the second, and the third. That wasn't fantastic, but it still had a campaign. When you just release one and it's got the name Black Ops, you expect there to be something revolving around that. Instead, you just got these weird, like, I don't know, cinematics for each character that were like 2 minutes long, and this weird simulation thing, which made no sense to me. And then it was just multiplayer, and it was just like, well, why are you using Black Ops in the name? Because this isn't a continuation of what has been set up, really. Let's be honest, it's got no story. So when it's like that, I don't agree. I think it should have a campaign. Otherwise, don't use the name. It's like if Halo was like Halo 5 and then it was multiplayer only. It's like, well, it's not a 5 because it doesn't follow. Although some could argue it doesn't follow anyway, but that's a different story.
There is technically an official Halo multiplayer only release.
Is there really?
Yep.
What's that one?
The second disc with ODST.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about that.
It was the multiplayer
but technically
only disc.
It came as a bundle.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It came with a single player campaign.
It did have a campaign. But then you have things like, I mean, Rainbow Six Siege is another one. I love that as a multiplayer game. But the name again is Rainbow Six, something that had a really fantastic game. Like a campaign, really great storylines, great characters, tactical gameplay, and then when you put it as just a multiplayer only, I just sort of like, it would have been great to have this gameplay, all the mechanics in that in a story. Instead, we're just limited to a multiplayer, which is cool. And then every season has this great cinematic, and you just think, why can't we have that as a story? Why is that not a campaign? So it's just disheartening. But then you've got things like Overwatch, who haven't had a campaign ever, and it's a brand new game, and they can to some extent, get away with not having a campaign. But at the same time, I still feel like I'd want a campaign because those characters mean nothing to me without like some story to them. Because at the moment, I'm just playing as when it first came out, it's like I'm playing as a monkey who has a shield bubble and an electric gun. Like, there's no context to what this character is. So for me, I feel like campaigns are great for immersing you into the universe, and without that, it's sort of a bit lost. But yeah, that's what I think.
See, I'm more of a single player and co-op player, like couch co-op player, not like a multiplayer kind of guy. The last time I was into multiplayer was probably Modern Warfare 2. And I still played the campaign on that, so.
But like the thing is about those games though, that made Call of Duty, Halo stand out was you played the campaign, you get to know the characters, you get to know the locations, the guns, the stuff like that. You get to know the whole universe the game's trying to build. And then when you go into the multiplayer, you're like, I love this gun in the campaign, or I love this character in the campaign or this setup or something. I want to get that in the multiplayer. So you got something to work towards, and then the maps were based on locations from the campaign, and they're all tied together into one big package.
That's fair enough.
With Black Ops, you had like locations, and you're like, this is cool, but why am I fighting here? Like, what's the why am I in a church? Like, why am I in this, like the one we're watching now? It's like, what is this place? Like, has it got links? I may have missed something, but you know, I feel like you miss that when there's no campaign.
That's something I hadn't thought about. Yeah, the atmosphere is different when you're not understanding the context of the battlefield you're on.
Yeah, and I just think with Overwatch as well, it's got such an interesting story, but you don't get to explore it unless you watch the cutscenes. But even then, it's like you're not immersed in it because it's just a film then. You know, game media is so much different to film, and I'd rather immerse myself into the, you know, universe that's been created rather than just watch a cinematic about it. But then you got CS:GO, and I just think, well, that doesn't need any explanation really. It's pretty self-explanatory.
And for example, Call of Duty could give me the one thing I've been asking for years, and it wouldn't need a single player campaign. Just give me like a straight up spin-off Call of Duty Zombies with all the maps on it, and that's it. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
I would
See, for
love
stuff
that.
like that, you don't need context. It's a zombie game. But then I suppose there's Left 4 Dead. The series Left 4 Dead.
I mean, there is
which
kind of a
has
story in the Zombies franchise, kind of.
So technically, it does count as having that context of what's going on. So, you know, I can let that slide because it's integrated it in a sort of different way.
But I literally just want a single disc where I can play all of the Zombies games. And that's it. I don't want the campaign and the multiplayer on there. I just want all the zombies on a list. Like, this is what I want.
Yeah, that's it. A zombie collection.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't done that, actually.
Maybe they'll do it next gen.
Too much effort. Too expensive.
They hope that you'll play a couple rounds of Zombies and then buy into all the microtransactions in the multiplayer. That's what they're hoping for. So they keep including it.
It'd be such a cash cow for them if they were just like, oh, look at this zombie game and microtransactions and stuff like that. They'd make so much money.
Just literally call it Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need. You don't need a vague storyline through cinematics or anything, or Captain Price giving a speak about why you're doing this. Like, it's a zombie game. That's it. You're shooting zombies.
I would pay $70 for a good, like, complete version of all the Zombies maps. I would pay next gen price for it.
Don't give Activision ideas because they'll charge you a fortune for what you want.
Ooh, Titanfall Zombies would be pretty cool.
That'd be interesting. I don't know how that would tie.
Can you imagine zombies in mech suits?
Oh my god, yeah, like an undead Titan coming at you. I don't know how that works, but
Titanfall.
I suppose it
3.
could be just like, yeah, there you go. That's an idea for the Titanfall 3. That would be weird though. Corrupted AI or something like that, just charging towards you.
Yeah, like Logic
Plague.
Plague.
Run with something. Have to patent that now.
There you
just
go.
in case Activision or something, EA takes it.
Call it Deadfall.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Pen and paper.
Trying to think. What would be a good reason not to have a campaign? I guess if you were just focusing on, like you said, Overwatch or Siege or one of these games that is literally just meant to be multiplayer and meant to be fun. Like Fall Guys is not a first-person shooter, but it also never had any type of campaign prior. So like you don't have that feeling like you need a campaign.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously depends on what game you're making. Like, I don't feel like things like Overcooked 2 needs a campaign.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Fall Guys needs a campaign. You don't need to know what these things are. You just
I want a Fall Guys action platformer.
That would be amazing. Like a Mario crossover or something like that.
Mario and Fall Guys. Like Mario and Rabbids.
I'd play that, absolutely.
Just see Mario jumping on little jelly beans.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. But then again, you got things like Smash doesn't need a campaign.
No,
really.
but there's, I mean, that's
a melee brawler.
That's a completely different thing though, because it's like all of the Nintendo franchises and now like some third-party franchises that all have their
Yeah.
own stories coming together for a battle royale. It's like it's a
Yeah.
different kind of battle royale than the Fortnites and those types of games. I don't know.
Yeah. But then again, there's Fortnite as well, which technically had a story, but no one cares about.
Yeah, so was it
So when it
Fortnite
comes
Save
to
the
the Battle
World?
Royale, yeah, save the world. Like, no one cares about that. It was basically Left 4 Dead type storyline,
Yeah.
but everyone just knows the Battle Royale. I think it is just down to context. Like, if you're doing a sequel to a game, don't just make it multiplayer only. Like, I think Call of Duty is the one that started this conversation. They're the one that messed it all up. Because I think everyone wanted a Black Ops 4, but
Yeah,
still
but
we got
we're
that.
getting Cold War now, so at least that's gonna have a story.
Yeah, that's true. I'm
I don't know if
intrigued
it'll
to
be
see.
good, but it'll have one.
I'm confused by the timeline because it's technically the third or 1.5. I can't remember what it is. I'm confused by it, but I'm still intrigued to see what they do with a Cold War setting. As long as it's not, Russians are bad, that's it. then I'm intrigued. But still.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have black and white storylines with Black Ops, but yeah. Anything else you want to say about single player games, or?
No, I just think, it's all about context, really. I think for things like Halo or Call of Duty, where they've always been known for their stories as well as multiplayer, it's come as a package. They just need to keep giving people that same feeling as it was back in the day. I think stripping away a feature just seems a bit unfair, really. It's not part of the experience.
Yeah, it seems like a cash grab. Oh my gosh, what is that?
What a great edit. That's brilliant.
Anyway, I want to say thank you for coming on this podcast. I'm sorry that you literally only had to deal with me the whole time. But...
No, it's been great fun. Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed every minute.
And I hope that in the future we can have you on again. You'll definitely have 25,000 subscribers next time.
Oh yeah, totally. And so will you.
I hope so. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Having a podcasts are slow burn, man. I'm telling you.
That's it. We'll look back at these with one day, with our millions of subs, and be like, oh, they were the humble days.
Yeah. No, we'll still be humble, right? There'll still be people with 250 million subscribers somewhere up there, and here'll be little old me with 2.
Yeah, future 1 million subs will be just a starting channel.
You bought those subs, no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one watches your content.
Anyway, like I said, guys, make sure after 5 videos, Mr. Wisefish, you're gonna go sub to his channel and like all of his videos after you've watched every single one of them. Give him that 200, 300, 400 hours of watch time. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's it. And let me know if you actually like the video, though.
Make sure you comment on that Titanfall video and ask him about why it's underrated.
Comment about how I'm wrong, that it's not underrated. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10 because I've never seen the comment before. So.
YouTube.com/WISEFISHGAMING. That is Wisefish Gaming. And go subscribe.
Thank you very much for having me, though. It's been a pleasure.
As always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Matt from Wisefish.
And we will see you
in the next CHRILLCAST.
Bye, guys.